The whole world is pursuing clean and renewable energy solutions for all the right reasons. It's investing in solar and wind, hydropower, geothermal power, even electricity storage. But the cost to build utility-sized clean energy sources is extremely high. It involves huge investments in new equipment, new grids, and political willpower. And with all that's been done globally in clean energy, the world still depends mostly on fossil fuels, on oil, gas, coal. In fact, according to Renewables 2016 Global Status Report, the world's fossil fuel consumption has never been higher. Solar and wind renewable energy help, but they cannot provide the total solution. There is one company that has designed a solution to help meet this global clean energy challenge: EcoGen Energy. EcoGen's engineers have been working tirelessly for the past 2 years to create a microgrid or a grid-connected solution that could supply electric power using electromagnetic induction and renewable energy instead of fossil fuels. They've had help from EcoGen's advisory board, which reads like a who's who on clean energy, including Dr. Woodrow W. Clark, qualitative economist. Dr. Clark and his team were awarded the Nobel Peace Prize in December of 2007. And Dr. William A. Burke, governing board chairman of California Air Quality Management District. During his tenure, the quality of air in California has improved over 600%. And the co-founder of the Energy Star rating system for energy efficiency for the Department of Commerce. What EcoGen's engineers have developed is the Julebox power station, named after James Prescott Joule. It uses no gas, no diesel, no fossil fuels, but instead is powered by solar, lithium-ion batteries, electromagnetic motors capturing the back electromotive force for more efficiency. There are 2 patents approved and issued, and a third pending on the various components in each Julebox power station. It generates 60 kilowatts of electricity and runs 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and 365 days per year. A single power station generates a minimum of 525,600 kilowatt hours annually. It occupies 5 feet by 7 feet of floor space and is 5 feet high. The focus of EcoGen engineers has been to reuse energy within each Julebox power station to create more work. They use 3 solar panels to start the unit, lithium-ion batteries to power motors. Motors turn a wind turbine, which turns a shaft, which turns generators to produce electricity and to maintain a charge on the batteries. The 20 permanent magnets in EcoGen's patented Star motor are so strong they could each lift 1,000 pounds. When situated in such a way in the motor, they triple the horsepower, creating more torque than motors 3 times its size. It's easy to understand why the Julebox power station is the approved technology solution. Each Julebox power station is so dependable, it comes with a 10-year warranty backed by insurance from Lloyd's of London. For 20-year financing programs, an extended 20-year warranty and guarantee is offered. The Julebox power station has been tested by Intertek and other third-party organizations. It is UL listed, certified for safety, and approved all over the world. Each component is built by the finest quality contract manufacturers in the world, who are ISO 9000 certified, to include Baldor ABB with 6 plants in the U.S., Marathon Electric Generators, BMZ USA Batteries, Cree, and ProDrive Electronics, Beckwith intertie grid protection equipment, as well as ABB switchgear and transformers. Motors, blowers, batteries, and other components are manufactured and shipped, and then assembled over a 22-week process. Final assembly happens in one of 3 locations in the U.S. by our highly qualified contract manufacturers. Once in a container, the 7 units can be shipped anywhere in the world, by sea or on trucks. What does this mean to your country or utility? When wired in parallel, 7 Julebox power stations generate close to 500 kilowatts of continuous power, or more than 3.6 million kilowatt-hours annually. For large installations, 7 Julebox power stations are permanently installed in a shipping container and wired in the factory. The permanent containers can be wired together, thus creating a Julebox power plant. When installed on site, they are synchronized with each other in parallel and to the grid and locked down electronically. The containers can be double-stacked. The installations are scalable up to 50 megawatts or more of continuous electrical power. That's enough electricity to power a small town, or even an island. It's a great solution for developing countries where there is limited access to fuels. And unlike solar, which requires large remote land masses, or wind that can be even more remote, requiring expensive transmission lines, the Julebox power plant can tie into the existing grid by tying into the distribution substation and avoiding all the transmission losses. We work with the grid to stabilize existing energy generation, or we can work off-grid. The world's communities need a new solution to providing reliable electric power that is clean and renewable. The electric grid has aged, and people are demanding solutions. For most countries, coal is not an option because of pollution and conflicts with the Paris Climate Agreement. For other countries, solar is not an option because it requires too much land and is inefficient. Besides, most of Europe has limited space for solar. Many shoreline countries and islands have been hit hard with hurricanes and need to rebuild their infrastructure. For other countries, hydropower has droughts, and natural gas has logistics problems, and can actually pollute more than coal. Now is the time to build renewable energy solutions that are reliable. The Julebox power plant is your best solution. It is renewable energy in a whole new way. Because the Julebox power plant is clean and renewable energy, it can help you meet your Paris Climate Agreement goals. But even more important is that the Julebox power plant provides reliable and affordable power 24/7, 365, no more blackouts or brownouts. All the power your people need to thrive. EcoGen and our financial partners are prepared to invest and build grid-distributed generation power facilities. We will lease/buy right-of-way land under transmission lines right next to the substation where the power is needed. Julebox power plants are scalable. 40-foot containers are double-stacked inside a prefab building next to the distribution substation. A 10-megawatt plant fits in a 1,314 square meters building, and a 50-megawatt plant only uses 6,132 square meters. Our engineers can design the plant to fit your needs. Most conventional electrical grids are based on a spoke and hub system. The farther away from the hub, the lower the quality of power and the greater the stress on the entire system. By installing a Julebox power plant at the distribution substation, not the transmission substation, we save money. The Julebox power plant is the only clean solution for grid-distributed power. There's no upfront cost to your municipality to install or maintain the equipment. This is handled by a certified power generation developer who forms a power purchase agreement, PPA, in partnership with EcoGen Energy. In a PPA, outside investors handle the upfront costs. Your municipality agrees to pay a kilowatt rate that is usually less than the total cost of what you now pay for electric power. The Julebox power plant is owned by a local special purpose entity, or SPE, that is formed to build, operate, and maintain the power plant for the next 20 years. There's no capital cost to the utility off-taker of the power purchase agreement to install or maintain the equipment. After the installation, you get clean and renewable energy, saving you from future fuel price increases while saving the environment. EcoGen arranges all the financing and maintenance. All you pay is an agreed-upon kilowatt rate. The Julebox power plant. Nothing creates more jobs than clean, secure, reliable power. Your people and citizens deserve clean, green, renewable energy. They need it now. Our planet cannot wait. Ask us about how to start a PPA today. The Julebox power plant. Clean and renewable electric power for your utility at no upfront cost. EcoGen Energy, the only company that is meeting the global demand for clean, renewable energy, one community at a time.